You wonder why I'm laughing? Today I'll be talking to someone who has made a name for himself in the comedy industry in Nigeria.
I'll be speaking to you shortly.
And my name is Benneth Nwankwo. Thank you for joining me, Prince Neche. Thank you. Welcome to Straight Talk with Bennett.
Thank you, Bennett. Thank you for having me.
Okay. You are one of the finest comedians in Southeast Nigeria when it comes to real comedy. When I mean real comedy, comedy with skills, comedy with content. So, take me down the memory lane. From Abia to Enugu to Imo to Lagos. I mean, you've managed to find your feet in the comedy industry. Managed to get your feet in the comedy industry. You've performed in Lagos and everything. And most recently, I think that was a few weeks ago, you signed an endorsement deal with remind me again.
Yeah. NIMS. Yeah.
Yes, you signed an endorsement deal. So I want to know, for some people who haven't seen you before, because everybody must know, who is Prince Neche?
Okay, Prince Neche is the comedian, actor, sometimes singer and sometimes writer. That's basically Prince Neche. But then, in totality, my name is Prince Chineme. I am from Abia State, and the first son in a family of 4 boys. Studied in Nnamdi University. There's not much to me, basically. That's just about it.
Okay.
That's Prince Neche is. If you notice, I'm trying to strike a difference between Prince Neche and the
guy behind
you understand? So exactly. So
what drew you into comedy? The first time you climbed on the stage, how was it? And what was the event that sold you out?
First time I climbed on a stage, it wasn't to do comedy though. I've always been a stage person right from age 4. Started with church, preaching, and I was some people's projects, Rehad Bonke, if you know what I mean. But then, first time I actually did comedy was it was in 2008. It was back in my church in Enugu then, in New Heaven. We were going to do some kind of end of year and we needed MC. The people we were calling was charging us, and we were kids then. We didn't have a lot of money, so I just said I was going to step into the shoes and just do it so that we can save that cost and the rest of them. And that was how it actually started for me. But professionally, I started comedy professionally in 2011. I was already in university then. The first major gig I did was in Enugu. One of my mentors, Forever the Preacher, did a show in church, House on the Rock in Enugu. That was like the first big event I did then. From then up until now, I can't say for sure the particular event that sold me. Yeah, because it's a whole body of work, like plenty work and plenty shows. I think they all come together to like put out who I am and what I've been able to do over the years.
So I've been meaning to ask people, especially comedians, because I noticed this, and I read from somewhere, I can't exactly recall where, that comedians seem to have what they call clique. there are Alibaba men, there are OV guys, there are AY guys, and the rest. I mean, is that true? If that is true, which clique do you belong to?
The thing is, I don't even know if it is true. I don't know where you read that from, but it's always easy.
It's everywhere.
It's always easy for onlookers to generalize, probably from what they are seeing. This person they go, this person show, this person no they go, this person show, you know, stuff like that, and then you quickly generalize that there is a clique thing. So even if there is a clique thing, I personally do not do cliques.
Okay.
I like to stay on my own. When back then when I came to Oka, they had this clique thing then, but you know, yeah, they had it then. I was asking where you read it from because I feel like you're talking about like the mainstream comedy.
Not really. I just
for the upcoming, there's always that clique something, because everybody wants to identify with somebody that will help them, somebody that will push. Yeah, so you find somebody who already has a platform, identify with it. Sometimes it's mentorship, and then sometimes it goes way beyond mentorship to, you know, clique. So I do not really do cliques.
That's okay. We'll be taking a short break now. We'll come back to continue the questions. Welcome back to Straight Talk with Benneth. I've been speaking with a Nigerian comedian, Prince Neche. I've been speaking with him and he's been sharing how he started and how everything started. What has been the biggest mistake you've made as a comedian?
I'll have to really give that a thought. I can't even really, you know, pinpoint like a mistake, not talk of like the biggest one.
Okay.
You understand? So, but then the biggest mistake comedians make is actually thinking that somebody in the industry owes you anything.
Oh, really?
Thinking that there's somebody who owes you a platform. Okay. If we realize that it's every man for himself, the person you're asking for platform from probably wants a bigger platform. So
that is true.
I think that's like the biggest mistake comedians generally make. But for my own biggest mistake, man, I can't really hold on to one right now.
I can understand. Okay, now, Prince Neche brand. What differentiates Prince Neche from every other comedian?
My ability to adjust quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever the event, whatever kind of audience, I can basically, you know, perform in English, like straight pure Queen's English, perform in Pidgin English, perform in Igbo. I can perform for kids, I can perform for whoever. So a lot of comedians have problems adjusting with crowds. Some people feel very comfortable performing with Pidgin English, a lot of people with just English, a lot of people in their local dialects, you understand? So, but I feel like my strength, that what makes me stand out is the ability to adjust to whatever crowd, whatever audience I get at any point in time.
Okay, so I must ask this. What are the difficulties in comedy? What are the difficulties? I'm coming. And has there been a time you felt like, oh, I'm done with this? This is just me done. And tell me about the challenges.
Basically, in the whole of entertainment, I like to think that stand-up comedy is the most difficult. because you don't, there are no rehearsals. Okay, not like there are no rehearsals, but there is no second chances at the performance.
Okay.
Kind of like when you perform on stage, you dey get your result there immediately. If you funny, you dey see am there. If you no funny, you dey get am there. Unlike every other sphere of entertainment, musicians get to auto-tune and do the rest of them. Even online skit makers get to do editings, but stand-up comedy, as you dey play, you dey show. If you are not good, you know. If that outing is bad, maybe it's everybody has the bad day on the job. Like if that performance no good, you can create a joke in your house and it's very funny, but you can't really tell till you use it on stage. You understand? So that's like the most difficult thing about comedy and being a stand-up comedian.
Okay, so take a quick break again and we'll come back. Continue. Your time and coming here today and to talk to us. So, but before we go, I would want to know, and for some of your fans too, is there anything you're working on presently? Is there anything in the cooler you want us to know about?
We have a lot of plans, like a whole lot of plans. Before the lockdown, we were working on a comedy special, Against All Odds, but then the lockdown happened, we couldn't do that. Even before the lockdown, I was supposed to be on my African tour, but the lockdown also happened. So right now, international airport is about to be opened, or is already opened. I can't really say right now. Yeah, and so it just clustered a lot of work on my team and I. We have an African tour to look forward to. We have a comedy special to finish up on, and we have my personal event, my confession, because we've started working on it already. So all these things are jam-packed. As a matter of fact, a lot of work's going on, so you guys should expect like a lot of stuff coming through.
So are you on social media? For someone that wants to get up close to you, what are social media? My Facebook page is Prince Neche Official. Okay.
My Instagram is Prince Neche Official together.
Okay.
My Twitter is Prince Neche CFR.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for joining me on Straight Talk with Bennett. It's been a nice speaking with you. That was it on Straight Talk with Bennett, and I hope you had a wonderful time with my guest, Prince Neche. And it's been a pleasure speaking with you on Straight Talk with Bennett. I still remain Bennett Nwankwo, your host. Join us next time on next episode. Bye-bye.
by Afriwood Tv, CJ Grand Exchange, Naira Rice, Trinah Empire, Noel Essentials, ZC Eric and Sons Limited, Kitihub, the Elite Crayfish and Other Seafoods, Magic Television, and Afrimultimedia.